is now this conference on Anangpal, and what is the significance of celebrating Anangpal Tomar as the founder of Delhi?
I would begin with the words of the Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, and he recently said that injustice against the makers of history by the writers of history is being corrected now. I think we are following his inspirational words. Last year we had gone to see a couple of monuments around Rai Pithora and the ancient Indraprastha area, which is now known as Mehrauli and Qutub complex, unfortunately. And that area we saw that there is a Anang Tal near Mehrauli, a very beautiful small lake behind jungles of Aravali and adjacent to the Lalkot walls. We were shocked to see that a great monument of 11th century was lying in the garbage dump. It was excavated by the Archaeological Survey of India for 3 years between 92 and 95 under the supervision of the renowned archaeologist Dr. B.R. Mani. They have a very exhaustive report on Anang Tal. When I read that report, I was surprised that Anang Pal was the founder of Dhilika, which later transformed into Delhi. We researched more on it and we were helped by several historians, archaeologists and the officers of the ASI, Dr. B.R. Mani, K.N. Dikshit ji, Neera Mishra ji and Vasant Swarnakar, who was a very young archaeologist at that time, 92 and 95, and now he is a senior officer in the ASI. And they told that fact is the iron pillar which is in the Mehrauli area, Rai Pithora, that is actually Vishnu Dhwaj Stambha or Garuda Dhwaj Stambha, which was fixed in front of a Vishnu temple by Anangpal II. And the story goes on that some of the astrologers said that when the city was being formed, if the iron pillar that Anangpal II had brought, if it is fixed very firmly and permanently, so permanent would be his empire. But somehow he developed doubt and then again dug it out and again tried to fix it, and the story goes that it remained a bit loose ended, and the people started calling it Dhilika, the Kilika that remained Dhili, the pillar that remained loose. So Dhilika Puri is the name that appears after that in all the inscriptions and Sanskrit books and texts that we have been found by ASI under Cunningham. It was found in Palambavdi excavations, in Sarban excavations, in several other texts. It is a Dhilika Puri which is as beautiful as heavens, where King Anangpal Tomar had built 27 temples, the beautiful temples, and that proves the name Dhilika is sourced to the rule or the empire of King Anangpal Tomar the second. Dr. B.R. Mani has done exhaustive research on it, so we thought that let us have the correct history presented before the people through the historians, through the archaeologists. So we had a joint collaboration with several academic organizations and the history and archaeology departments of JNU, Delhi University, ICHR, Punjab University, Chandigarh, NCERT, ICCR, IIT Kanpur, because they have been doing a lot of research on the ancient knowledge system of the country, and several other academic organizations came together under the leadership of Dr. B.R. Mani. We are holding this seminar on 25th of February. It would be online and available on social media, Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. So the idea is let people know the correct and the right history of Delhi. Let people know that Delhi had a founder king, Anangpal Tomar. Let people understand, discuss and find out what happened after that, what happened during his rule, why the 27 temples that Anangpal Tomar built were destroyed and Quwwatul Islam mosque was built by Kutubuddin Aibak. Who was he? Why did he destroy the temples, and why the Vishnu Stambha, which is also known as the iron pillar, is lying ignored? In this way, it should have been much more celebrated. But we are the people who celebrate our fall, our defeat, more than our victories and our glory. That's exactly what Honorable Prime Minister has said, and I am really inspired by his words that the history of India is not just which was written by those who enslaved the country with the mindset of slavery. The history of India is also the one which has been created by the common man of India and which is enshrined in the folk stories of India and which has been carried forward by generations. We are exactly doing that with the help of ASI, with the help of other JNU and DU institutions, and let us see that the real face, the real history of Delhi from Indraprastha to Yogini Puri to Dillika and finally now Delhi comes before the people. This great event, first of its kind, because all these institutions were never together to celebrate one single theme, celebrating King of Delhi, is possible only because of the blessings and the support of our Honorable Minister of Culture, Shri Prahlad Singh Patel ji, and several other academicians and historians, especially Dr. Krishna Gopal ji, Shri Bal Mukund ji, and ICHR's historians, JNU's history department, our own members like Professor Ashwini Agrawal, who is a very renowned historian from Punjab University, Vice Chancellor of Punjab University, Professor Rajkumar, Professor Deenbandhu Pandey from Banaras Hindu University, and Kian Dikshit ji of Indian Institute of Archaeology. Especially thanks are due to all these people and Mr. Vinay Sahasrabuddhe ji of President of ICCR and Honorable Member of Parliament, who has agreed to hold an exhibition on the King of Delhi, Anangpal Tomar, that will not only be shown here when the seminar is on, but he has promised to take it abroad also, so that the foreigners should also know that who founded Delhi. This is the real message. Let's celebrate the King of Delhi, Anangpal Tomar II. Jai Hind.